Is almost taking a traditional woodshop class where you try and give them the students tools to do projects themselves, make stuff, and create, and kind of taking that idea from a classic woodshop class and just adding some high-tech tools like the 3D printing and the electronics. So what I tell the students and parents when they come is, still at the heart of it is trying to give the students real functional skills that they can use to create and make. But the tools are just a little different. They've evolved a little bit, so we use the Arduino boards, 3D printers, stuff like that. I don't know, I think I tell the students at the front end of the school year, so that you asked, how is it benefiting the kids? And one thing I really like about this class, and this is what I told them at the front end of the year, I really want to give them the opportunity to discover how capable they really are. And I think a lot of times if we're holding their hands through every step of the way, they don't get the opportunity to discover how truly creative and capable they really are. So give them projects and try and take what they learned in class and apply it and then really discover how capable they are. Alright, so today's students are working on our animatronics project. So we did a unit on electronics, and now we're working with the Arduino board, so that is kind of a seamless flow. You can take what you learned from electronics, and now we can hook it up to our Arduino board and write code. We've learned about the digital pins, which we can use to write code that'll turn 3.3 volts on and off. We could turn LEDs on and off, motors, buzzers, and then they've also learned how to program servo motors to exact angles. So they're trying to create animatronics from that. So I know one group said they were going to try and do a little robot with a servo motor that can control the head and control the arms. So they get to take what they learned and come up with a cool idea and bring it to life.
So in class today, the kids are building chemical reaction cars. It's a project they've spent quite a bit of time on. They've designed cars using any kind of technique they want. They can use shop tools, they can use tech tools. But one part of their car has to have a technological component, so be manufactured by themselves. So that could be with the laser cutter or the 3D printers. And then the whole thing has to be fueled by a chemical reaction. So in mechatronics, they're building, and in physical science, they're actually calculating what chemical reaction they would like. Some of them have used Alka-Seltzer and water, some have used baking soda and vinegar, and they're doing the ratios to figure out which one is going to build up enough pressure to actually make their car go.
I am building a 3D printed small car powered by hydrogen. And we're expecting it to really blast off at high speed for a good distance.
The CTE program is very hands-on. It has a lot of components where you combine things from lots of classes. So my kids write, my kids make, my kids build, and all of those things kind of come together when they present or try out something. And so that prepares them, I think, both for high school and for life, where they're going to have to combine things that they do in all of their other classes together to produce work and be successful.
Careers and Academies is about teaching our 7th graders what they can go to in high school. And at all the local high schools, Albemarle, Western, and Monticello, they have an academy that they each do a small hands-on unit about. For Mesa, because it's math and engineering, they make a catapult. For environmental sciences at Western, they create a storm in a jar. And for health medical sciences, we do a whole unit on digestive disorders, and they actually end up figuring out, researching, and diagnosing a digestive disorder for one really gross unit. But they have people come down from each of the academies, and also from K-Tech, and also from local businesses to talk about careers that they're interested in, so that they can get kind of a feel for what they want to learn about in the future at Albemarle County Public Schools. This class is engineering and technology, and we start off using advanced manufacturing techniques like CADing and 3D printing. We use laser cutter later on, and we use that with Adobe Illustrator, and then we even get into the wood shop by the end and create big things out of wood. Because they're 7th graders, I've had many of them in the past, and we've worked on basic skills. This is going to be more about making something that's big and helpful to the school or to the nearby community.